All right, my bad. So this is part two to the part one. I just put out that out there because I want to make a full statement because I'm talking about a death and it's serious to me, a baby's death. So, and why I was bringing back to royalty, because it's not, I don't know if she's doing the same thing, but I do know that she took all her kids, even the two young twins, to this guy house named Crazy Mike. Or he's a big influencer as well, but still, he's still a nigga, and she did it, I believe, to be spiteful to him. So she'll do that. Then that means she'll do letting niggas around her kids to make him mad. You understand what I'm going with this? Ladies, ladies, ladies. I know as a kid we had stories that fucked our heads up because as we grow, and if you are a grown woman, you know that Snow White, Cinderella, Beauty and the Beast, all that shit is what it is. Made the fuck up, right? Period. You're not getting that, okay? Even if you get a good nigga, he's still not a Prince Charming, okay? Even if you have a Beauty and the Beast life, I believe I got a Beauty and Beast life, it still ain't identical to that shit, okay? So, we need to get that shit out of our head. We need to know where we are today. And today, it is more crazy people than ever. Now, it would been crazy people, okay? Period. It been rapists. It been all of this. Nothing is new. It been killings on black people. All this shit is just, it's not new, right? We all know this. But now it's more, you can control it more. Meaning, you know, if you are dating someone, right? Just say fuck it. You're dating someone, you've been dating them for a while, you think he's good with your kids, you know, you guys have had a good amount of time with dating, you guys have had a good amount of time with the kids or whatever together. Put cameras inside your house. You get what I'm saying? Like, there's no reason now that kids should be killed in the same roof of where their mom is at. I have cameras all over my house. The inside and the out. And I love my husband. I know he's not going to do nothing. And also, I still control my kids. I don't give him all the control because those are my kids I am responsible for. Period. That's on period, poo. And so, you know, I don't get it. I don't get it. Now, let me tell you the story real quick while I got a little bit of time. She, hold on, y'all. Let me pull it up a little bit so y'all can have an understanding. She, I should have had it pulled. So let me just tell it to you first. So, okay, first of all, the baby was 2 years old, okay? This baby being 2 years old had already had 3 daddies. The daddy that naturally helped her get pregnant. The second daddy was a nigga she met when she was pregnant and had the baby, who said he was gonna take care of the baby. And then the new nigga, when that nigga they and them broke up, and so every nigga she dated was that baby's daddy. Okay, at 2 years old, the baby had more daddies than it's just ridiculous. Not every man is gonna be your baby's daddy. He could be your boyfriend, he could be your friend, but that don't mean he your baby's daddy. Girl, it's a limit. Okay? So this boy, so anyway, the mama gets sick in a different state. Why are you in my room? Get out my room and go do what I said do. So the woman goes out of town. Now they live in a hotel. Okay? Let's just put that out there. Okay? They live in a hotel. The mother breaks her leg or something like that. Not the girl's mama break her leg out of state where they live at. Okay, she flies out of state. The mama said though at an interview that she paid for 2 tickets for her daughter and her granddaughter. Okay, the girl don't bring the granddaughter. The girl brings her fucking self and leaves the baby at the hotel with the nigga. Now that right there blew me. That right there took my soul right there because I don't understand it. I don't understand how you go out of state and leave your child with anybody. Let alone a nigga that ain't got no DNA to that. Let alone, he's not a respectable dude. He doesn't go to work. This bitch got a OnlyFans. Like, you already know what they was giving, okay? So, she go for about a week. He's calling her, though. And he's telling her, come home. You need to come home. They're arguing. Ladies, don't argue with no nigga or nobody when they got something precious in their hands of yours. My grandma always said that. Like, if you're going to leave a nigga, never tell a nigga you leaving. He could kill you. You get to safety first. You don't tell that nigga, oh, well, I'm going to have somebody else come get the baby and all this. You don't put your baby in harm's way while you're out of state, dumb bitch. Okay? So, he's telling her to come home because, come and find out, he do drugs. They do drugs. And I guess he wanted to get high. Okay, he wanted to get high, and that baby was 2 years old, and kids is 2 years old, they terrible twos and shit. And I guess when you hit a baby, when you hit a baby, like a 2-year-old or a young baby, like you hit their hand, they don't know how to stop crying. They don't know how to gather themselves. You feel me? Now, my kids 6, 7, and 8. If I hit their arm and shit and tell them to shut the fuck up, they'll shut the fuck up. They'll know what I'm talking about. You feel me? But a young baby, the more you hit them, the more they're going to cry because they don't know how to hold that shit back. They don't know how to do that. Okay? So make a long story short, he calls her and tells her a lady came and snatched the baby. The baby daddy, sister, came and got the baby, which you've never seen, don't know, just ran out the house with the baby. She's like, what are you talking about? She calls the police out there. They say, you have to wait. They have to wait for her to get down here. She gets down here. Make a long story short, they do an interview. They do a motherfucking interview. He looking crazy than a motherfucker. She looking stupid than a motherfucker. Everybody looking crazy on that motherfucker. No tears. No, she's able to talk clear. She's able, they're able to stand up and all type of shit. I wouldn't have been able to do none of that. They wouldn't even be able to have no interview with me, period. Because I'm insane. I can't talk, bitch. I'm fucked up. I'm like the equalizer in that movie Denzel Washington, okay? I am looking for whoever and whatever. I'm going to learn today where my baby at. I promise you, on God. We're going to find it out. And this nigga's an enemy, and he's the worst enemy because I left you with my motherfucking baby. She up here, telling us a story that he didn't tell her. And we all know that this motherfucker looks crazy and lying like a bitch. Whatever. So, make some days go by. They find the baby. Tied up in a trash bag. They love throwing these fucking kids in a trash bag like they trash and put them on the side of another hotel. They find the baby. They bring him in. He confesses and says that he socked the baby closed fist in the baby's head. They do the room check, the hotel they was in, and see blood on the walls and shit like that. The woman still has no understanding, I guess, to it. They interviewing her like, well, how do you feel? The bitch is still able to stand up. She's still able to talk. She's saying that he betrayed her. Betrayed to me. She's not using the right words for me. It's the words that she's using. Betrayed to me means he fucked somebody else. He stole my money. He not killed my kid. That's not a betrayal. That's something else. I don't know what fucking word that is, but that is something else. Okay? Y'all. And I'm bringing this to this broadcast. I'm going to be speaking about more things. It's so many deaths that is coming about. And I don't know. Maybe girls don't know. So maybe I'm going to tell them. When you date somebody that is not the kid's father, you have to be extra safe and extra careful. I'm not speaking of something I heard. I'm speaking of something I know. I brought 2 kids to a man. But he knew not to fuck with my kids. He knew. He still knows. And I've been married 7 years. Okay? It got so bad to now, though, I did fuck up a little because now my kids think they can buck him because I did intervene all the time. You feel me? So his word is still powerful, but it ain't as powerful as mine. But I made it like that because I don't know nothing about nothing. All I know is that my loyalty is to what I brought into this world first and foremost. Period. It ain't no ifs, ands, buts about it. I'll deal with it. Never mind. I got it. I'll deal with it. Okay, but one thing I wasn't doing is allowing no man, period, to just come in. And he worked his way to learn to love them. I could not expect for him to love them like he loved me. We didn't went out to dinner. He had wooed me. I had wooed him. You feel what I'm saying? It was some building up before love had even came. So how the fuck he didn't woo me? I didn't wooed him. Right? And then, bam, I bring the kids in. He ain't even had time to woo the kids. The kids ain't had time to woo him, and all of a sudden they daddy. No. That process is a slow process. That process is not a fast process. It is a slow process. Even if it wants to be fast, even if you think it could be fast, still slow that shit down. Number one. Number two, see how he do with his kids. That's the main thing. It's a lot of women that date men who has children and know that they don't take care of their kids and still be cool with them. Still will fuck them, even try to get pregnant by them. I can never lay with a man who does not take care of his kids. I don't give a fuck what type of baby mama he got. If you got a crazy baby mama, go to court. If court ain't working, send money in an account. Every month. I don't give a fuck if the bitch is spending on her hair, nails, and feet. I don't care. Long as you know what you do, everything else will come together. But what you not gonna do is be with me, helping me take care of my kids, and you ain't taking care of your kids. But bitches is so worried about the baby mama and worried about this that they not seeing that they laying with a fucking monster until that monster come and monster your motherfucking kid. You gotta watch how you play a part in that person's life as well. A man will tell you much on how he dealt with his mother and his children. That's all you gotta see. It's not hard. Niggas is not smart. Niggas is not outsmarting bitches to be able to kill their kids. Bitches is not looking. Bitches is not paying attention. Niggas ain't never been smart enough to outthink a woman, let alone a black woman. I don't give a fuck. Even a crackhead. Shit. They just not looking. They not looking. They not paying attention. See how he treat his mama. And from every man that I dated that did not give a fuck about his mama, turned out to be a horrible nigga. And that's my truth. I don't know the rest of the truth. That's just my truth. And it's not nothing I heard. It's something I know. Every nigga I dated, including my baby daddy, don't like his mama and is a horrible nigga. My husband loved his mother to her grave site. He go cleans it with a bottle of water. And his grandmother. Okay? Fought to make sure he paid for that tombstone when others was not trying to do it. His grandmother mom was like a tombstone. You understand? He loved his mother even to the grass she's underneath. Okay? Not only that, he loved his children. I saw how he loved his kids. Now, if you're fortunate to have a nigga that got kids, that's how you know if you even want to line him up with your kids. How is he doing? You know, you niggas can't say, well, yeah, my baby mama crazy. What that mean? You still got breath over there, meaning you still got kids over there that is breathing. I don't give a fuck how crazy she is. I don't care. I don't give a fuck I don't care. I don't give a fuck. You gotta figure that shit out. I don't know what you gotta do. But I know that kid better have something every motherfucking month. That's what I know. Or you can't meet mine. Half of these niggas that's killing these bitches' kids be having a lot of kids. Don't be good niggas. Now, the story came out where the grandmama said he was beating her ass and the kid's ass.
My brother's is fighting with daddy, and my daddy's fighting with my brothers.
Okay. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Come to find out, he was beating both of their ass. They was on drugs, crystal meth or something. Now this is what was weird to me about the mother. The mother was on OnlyFans. And before all this shit had happened, I think her subscription to subscribe to OnlyFans was like $11. As this shit went on, it went up to about $25-$30, they say. They say that her OnlyFans, as this went on, she had put her price, her herself, not nobody else, her herself had put her subscription higher. I think my sound off on this is I think that this bitch needs to go to jail for neglect, period. Yeah, she needs to go to jail for neglect. She don't have to go to jail for first degree murder or murder, but she definitely needs to go to jail for neglect because you are neglected your son or your daughter. I can't remember who it is right now. You know, next time I'll do my videos and I'll show you who the people is, but I ain't got time for that right now because I gotta go. But you know, neglect your daughter or your son by leaving them with a person who you knew was a known drug head, who you knew was not, you know, able to take care of that child. You neglect that child by doing that, and you need to go spend some time in prison to figure out who you are and what you did wrong. I think both of them need to pay. He needs to pay, of course, the highest of the highest because he murdered a child. He socked a 2-year-old in the head, closed fist, and it had to be more than 3 times. I'm talking about just 3 times. He's a nice-sized nigga. He's a nice-sized nigga. I think he tried to warn her that he was getting tired. My grandma always said, don't let a man get tired of your kids. You deal with them. Okay? I think he was getting tired of the child, and that's why he was telling her to come the fuck home. Not only that, just wanting her to be home because niggas like that is very controlling, okay? And I think that she got smart with him and said somebody's gonna come and get the baby. So, he like, yeah, bitch, and fucked her son up. And now this baby is not here anymore. So I was tying that story into royalty and CJ So Cool story, not so much because that's what she did, but it looked like that's what she's leaning to. She's leaning to make him jealous with playing with the kids. And her kids are very young. His kids with her are like very, very young. And you just don't play like that. To make a nigga upset, to me, to make a nigga mad is to be greater than that person or be greater than what you thought they were. Niggas believe that women are whores anyway. You understand what I'm saying? So her going out to see a nigga or any fuduggery shit that she's doing is what is expected of her in niggas' eyes anyway. What's not expected is her bossing the fuck up, taking him for everything the fuck he got, okay? And building her empire and being a super boss. All the game that he taught her, all that shit that she should have been learning when he was doing his shit, I would then be doing it on my shit and blowing the fuck up. The best revenge that got my baby daddy was not me getting married. No, that just irritated him. Was not me having another baby. No, that just irritated him. But being able to provide for them, to be able to live better than him, to be able to own my house when I left him. That makes a nigga mad. When you do better than what they thought you were going to do. Success kills every motherfucking thing. Not you leaning to your own worldly thing that you think he gonna be mad about. He don't love your pussy like that. Because if he did, he would have never cheated on you like that. He don't care if another man got you like this, but he'll give a fuck if a man got you when you boss the fuck up. That's my sound off. I hope you guys like it. Leave me some comments down below. Tell me what you like about my stories, and let's have a conversation about this baby and this situation. All right, y'all. Meow.